You know the 92.7 The Block Studios are lit.
What up? This your boy, Mr. Kane, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. CMUMG, CMR representing Wrestlers on the way. I'm out here, 92.7 The Block, Chewy Takeover. I'm on all social platforms if you want to find me.
It's your boy Ray Vicks, Black Balloon Global, BBG, CMR. I'm out here in Charlotte for the Street and Greek Takeover Tour. You know what I'm saying? I got my music on, live mixtapes, my mixtapes, Spotify, iTunes, 50 missed calls with me and Lucci and Moneybag. Go on YouTube, look me up, Ray Vicks. Instagram, Real Ray Vicks. Twitter, Snapchat, the same thing, Real Ray Vicks.
Your boy Lil Baby, shout out to Chewy, 92.7 The Block, Atlanta, Georgia, 4 p.m. Follow me on Instagram, Lil Baby _1. Mixtape everywhere, perfect timing.
Yeah. Your boy Chewy Social, man. Ice Money, I am me, Wild G. Here rocking with my boy Chewy, 92.7 The Block, man. Y'all come check out Together, my new hit single, and this the video for it.
92.7 The Block, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I have some special guests always with me. Some new faces you may not know, some faces you may know. Go ahead and tell them who I got with me.
Ray Vicks, Black Balloon Records.
Don't forget to see them all, man.
Oh yeah, CMR, Gas Money Reincarnated.
Go ahead and tell them where you from, though.
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
You mic'd up. You mic'd up, baby. We live.
Lil Baby, Atlanta, Georgia, 4 p.m., 4 pocket 4.
Chewy Social, Charlotte, Ice Money, gang.
Man, look, I'm gonna do this for them. This Lil Kane, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you heard me? I'm in here with my dog. We holding it down, but I'm Mr. Kane, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. CMR, man. That way.
Yeah,
it's that way for real.
I feel as though everybody asked me, they was like, Chewy, you want to do everybody's interview all at once? I say, yes. Yeah. You know what I'm tell you why I want to do it all at once? I want to create a series now. I think this got to be the start of something new. I want to make you guys like the founding people of it.
Yeah.
We may title this the State of Hip Hop Conversation. Because I feel as though interviews are now overrated now. Everybody wants to do their interview. Everybody wants to get those, but I want to have conversations. I want to know what you guys think about the hip hop culture right now. What do you think about it? Who do you guys listen to outside of yourself? Just the culture. What do you feel as though is missing? I'm gonna start of course with you, and then we gotta go all the way around. I want to know your honest opinion on the culture right now.
Right now, man, I just feel like at this time, like a lot of youngsters, you know, they ain't go through what, you know, we went through, you know, back in the days or whatever. You know, coming up, we had it a little harder. You know what I'm saying? So we really got it out the mud. And you know, I think they just need that, you know, that the ins and outs of everything, you know, because right now, like, everybody having fun. You don't really hear nobody talking about the other side of life. So, you know, that's what I'm bringing to the game, like, just let you know, yeah, it's fun on this side of life, but this what you gotta go through to get over there, you know, cause a lot of people, like, you know, the rap game, a lot of people like they live in this type of way, but they really ain't, because they think it's cool. They don't know the, you know, the consequences and repercussions that come with it. So, you know, we just gonna put that in their face too.
Okay. What you guys think about the culture right now?
I basically feel the same way, but not just like an older dude not going through it, like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like for a young nigga perspective, you know what I'm saying? The same thing, like I'm thinking like hip hop missing like a street aspect, you know what I'm saying? Nigga from the street.
The seriousness.
And you know who I felt as though carried that for a little minute, you know, got arrested. So I felt as though Bankroll Fresh helped bring that back in that aspect, like making the streets, bringing the streets back to the music industry, because you know the streets had its time. I feel as though we saw with 50 Cent back in the day, and ever since then it kind of got real commercial, real bubblegumish.
Like Bankroll Fresh, like rest in peace, but like not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the real street side, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you feel as though is the real definition of the street side in Atlanta that the people
like,
haven't seen?
None.
The slums.
Yeah, like none.
You know, like, you know, people just, like, these days, you know, people posting up and they just shooting videos anywhere and just, you know, pulling cars out, pulling girls out. But you know what we really come from, man, you can't do that unless you got some type of name or you established out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he mean, like, if you pull up in the hood and we jump out, we shoot a video, it's gonna be a real video. It ain't gonna be no, and you walk up and act like you're doing this. You gonna see real fiends. You know what I'm saying? The car's really gonna be turned on. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know, that's what he means.
And that's just going back to the culture of, you know, what we're going through right now, where You know, that's not glitz. That's not the glitz and glams of it.
Nah.
Now, I want to know, and we talked about it for a little second. Life in Louisiana. What is it like? Because I've never been, but judging by what I've seen from it, we always seen what Boosie went through. We all seen that.
Yeah.
we all.
Hey, we went through the same thing. You know, we from the same area. We went through the same thing. I done three years and some awaiting trial on a murder case. A lot of people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to jail for 2nd-degree murder, sat in there, waiting trial, $1 million bond, revoked. It's just we just I don't know what they call
Target.
Yeah, we target. This a police state. Like we get so many grants instead of schools and stuff like that for the police, for the you know what I'm saying, the police system out there, whatever. So like they capitalize out that money they get and
Take it personal.
yeah, they take it personal for real.
Now here goes my question. Do you feel as though, because I did an interview with Kevin Gates a while ago, right? Before he got locked up, I did an interview with him. And he says that, you know, granted, he's been arrested. He's dealt with the police brutality. He's dealt with the inmate system and everything like that.
Yeah.
But he also said that he made himself a target.
Yeah, but Gates, his incarceration came from outside of BR, like where we actually from.
Yeah, like Ascension Parish and stuff like
once
that.
he start getting, once you get a target on your back or whatever, he kept going to jail on violations. But like I'm talking about, like as in having to go against our judicial system.
19, we got 19 judicial
like,
system.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
they gave me a 10-year sentence for shooting videos, and you know where I got shot at. That's where I shot my video at or whatever. And they used all that to violate me. So that's how serious it is.
Now, but my original question was, do you feel as though as an artist at times you make yourself subjected to being that target? Do you feel as though
it ain't just for the judicial system out there. It's just like other niggas. Like they got people putting themselves in beef.
I like Atlanta. Atlanta, what I respect about them, and I feel like we should have been came together and like they stick together. You feel me?
Hell nah.
You don't think so? See, look, we got someone from Atlanta. That's why I love having this. That's why I love having this dialogue, because we have so many different point of views.
All right, well look at it like
topics,
this. I'm gonna say that to say this.
From what we see, a lot of shit from what we see. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about in our city, you will never see him drop a tape and everybody repost it.
Okay, yeah,
you feel me? Like that, I'm talking about like on
supporting stuff.
Like we ain't gotta have a real relationship, but just you know, just
the camaraderie is there.
It'll be people you like your immediate circle, but like other groups, you know what I'm saying? Other people represent other stuff. That ain't going on
Here
out
goes
there.
what I have to say about that, and I feel as though Charlotte struggles with it.
Yeah,
it's the fact that there's no real identity.
I think it's
you know what I mean?
egotistical, man.
And that's where it goes by identity. Right. The ego falls along with identity because number one, they're not bred. Our cities, and I'll say ours, meaning Baton Rouge, anywhere in Louisiana, the second tier, third tier markets, Charlotte, somewhere in Richmond, Virginia, somewhere in Memphis, Tennessee, you know, where it's not New York, Atlanta, it's not a major market where there's an identity for it. It's still everybody feeling as though, yo, I got the right way to represent the crown. Instead of just being like, all right, you got it, I'm supporting it, I'm with it. Now, you're in Atlanta, so you're able to tell us, from an outsider point of view.
Like that, like definitely, cause you know, it's a chance for damn near everybody to make it. Versus like in Baton Rouge where ain't that many types.
We clutter. It's clutter. See, it's more clutter. Like you know what I'm saying. Like me and Vix, we've been in Atlanta for a little while and we've been socializing. And so much stuff going on, like with what he said, you probably see it different from a personal perspective. But from what he said, what y'all do, how y'all rock out there, none of that going on in BR. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Not even reposting.
Not even.
Well, that's because, number one, and, you know, I had a conversation with Shirley Ralph. She's one of, like, Oprah's good friends. I was in California. We had a conversation, and I feel as though a part of it is attributed to the fact that we sometimes, and I say we, young African Americans coming from the hood, you know, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, but I claim Charlotte because this is not where you from all the time. It's where you at.
Yeah.
I faced a lot of hardships here, so I also claim Charlotte.
It's really a trust thing. Like
I feel as though it is a trust thing, but it's also a mindset.
Yeah.
And it falls into like crabs fighting in the bottom of a barrel.
But you gotta, where you get that mind, you not born with that mindset. Like it be having like a lot of older people that can get it in our situations, but it's just they so reckless and why them old dudes don't be want to get in that nigga business.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like if you, it's like the motives with a lot of people is that back in the G, you ain't see everybody shining. So it was like I'm a grind. See, now you see everybody shining. We ain't much made it, but you see we
got y'all shining right now. Everybody in here got some
not to make it like this what it's all about, but this a part of the culture that we grew into with the cash money and all that coming. That's what we grew into. But everybody ain't got to have this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta look like, oh, well, he got to watch, he flexing, I got to have what he have, but I ain't much going to support him because he already look good.
Right. So envy is really
like him that light, he going to take off.
See, that go on in Atlanta too, but it's so many people.
Right.
It seems, you know what I'm saying?
Seems like it really ain't going on.
Like it really ain't going on.
It's totally different with Atlanta though, because it just.
I think they probably look at it like, if I see I can stop him before he get big.
Hold on, both of y'all talking at the same time. I was looking at Chewy. I'm gonna go right back to you.
Yeah, but with Charlotte, when it come down to it, though, really the reason why it ain't really no culture that's being like identified about the whole city is just because it ain't really nobody who really like came out the box and just made it like that. You know what I'm saying? From Charlotte, so like it ain't really even being looked at in that way. Like people gonna look at Charlotte like a market for them to come get a bag. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's how it's really
for a vast majority of part though, Charlotte has held that crown where. We just coming to get some money.
Come get a check because Charlotte gonna spend that check. Carolina gonna spend it. Period. You feel me? Carolina's like a golden market when it come down to just
right. Now here goes my next question to you guys. What do you feel as though need to change in the smaller markets? You may not know it just yet because you're indulged into a culture where people support one another. But we're in the smaller markets. What do you feel as though is missing? Do you think it's the promoter's fault? Do you think it's the artist's fault? Or do you think it's the music?
It's the artists because it's like with the artists it's like you could like the label that me and my partner run, you know what I'm saying? We dealt with like damn near every artist out of Baton Rouge that's doing something, got something going on. And the main thing is the artists can't come together and stay committed to pushing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had their own ulterior motive. Like I'm gonna get the look and push out and get a bigger fan base. But it don't go like that because like what I got going on with me, that's in me. You can't
stop my hustle. I feel you. What do you think?
Fuck with Youngster.
Yeah, that's my cousin, my first cousin.
But like every nigga I run into with Baton Rouge, they be fucking with each other like.
Nah.
That's it.
That shit, it look like
man,
that.
It look like that.
You know what I'm saying? They do it like that on the street of we outside of Louisiana. I ain't go, you know what I'm saying?
But they got artists. Artists that come from my way, step outside Louisiana and still act like like clowns. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't fuck with each other. But I think it's the artists.
I ain't saying Louisiana. I'm just saying Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge is small. You know what I'm saying?
That's because that goes by population.
But
Baton Rouge.
Being that in Baton Rouge, don't nobody make it that much like that. So whoever do get they foot the door, it's like they focus on them and like they like
because we done had
Charlotte somewhat suffers from.
But we done had people that's literally they successful out of Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody still ain't socializing with each other. Like you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing for like you say the internet. It's Instagram and Twitter and all. There ain't nothing for you to post. It don't cost man. That's a point seconds. You know what I'm saying? Man, throw that up there. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said though, do you feel as though it's the artist, it's the promoter? What do you feel?
It ain't no promoter.
It's really the artist though, because when you think about it, like when it come down to it, bro, if I post your song, if I post your mixtape, you post mine, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily.
How y'all be knowing the niggas
fool
though?
Around with everybody like.
How y'all be knowing the niggas though?
Like the niggas who
and from Baton Rouge,
they be like we know them.
Like we literally like we ain't got like
many rappers.
Right. Like we all see each other. We all
like we see each other like I might pull up and like he used to pull up in Dixie where I used to hang at. I'm from Glen Oaks, but I was hustling in Dixie. You know, whatever I had going on in Dixie, he pull up over there. We handling business like outside our neighborhood, doing what we doing, and we might see somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that. It's just envy grow. It ain't that it's just start out with nobody envy you.
It might be a female.
So a female.
And they play a lot of role in Baton Rouge. Man, that shit bullshit.
Each of you gentlemen have now seen a certain level of success, a certain level of popularity. How do y'all deal with the females?
Oh,
I had female photo rap game, so I'm
yeah, he big.
That's us light skinned people. We gotta have.
No, he see. Look, I'm finna tell you, like, look.
Like, nah, don't do me like that.
It ain't like nothing about. It ain't nothing like. You know what I'm saying? Nigga getting females and it just excites you or something like that. Like that ain't nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got situations where now instead of you being accused of, oh yeah, I poked her, and you getting this charge, now you got people like me and him and probably little brother, like we probably be like, man, that ain't my work, and she be like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Telling, like,
they got,
I did that.
like I did that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I left all the street
Hey,
stuff alone.
say, let me tell you,
Thank God for Radio 1, 92.7.
You know, they got niggas who really watch your Instagram. Like, I'd have had females tell me, say my dude hit me up and was like, "What you messing with Vix? I seen you like all this picture."
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Now, how do y'all deal with that, though?
That's anyway, I think.
I mean, that's just like social media. You could keep track of who know who and who watching who back in the day.
I sent somebody a picture of my slipper one day. Yeah,
Say what?
I just took my slip off and sent the picture to the dude. He like, man, yeah, man, you and my girl be around each other. I took a picture of my slipper for that boy. I ain't never poking though, but that's just the type of stuff.
What was the purpose of sending a picture of your slipper?
Yeah. No, it was some Gucci slipper, but I'm just playing on the top like that. Like, man, come on, it's just that simple for you to come ask me that. And look, I get whatever your aspect is about this slipper. That's how they go.
Now, I want to follow what Gucci Man has done. I don't want to say,
like what he did.
You know, Gucci made it out the streets. We all know what he's done for the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
You know, you can like him, you can love him, you can not, but you have to respect his work ethic. All the people that he's helped put on and what he's done for Atlanta, period.
Yeah.
What do you see you guys doing in that aspect? Because now when you look at Gucci, his whole
transition. It's called transition.
Do you plan on transitioning or do you?
Yeah, you can't say the same, man.
What WAP doing, you know what I'm saying? I like what he doing. He take the artists that he know got something going on, and he nurture them and help, you know, give them that confidence they need. You know what I'm saying? But in BR, we'd have done that. We'd have brought them to the studio, even done stuff for them that you don't even have when you go platinum. Buy people watches, Rolexes, chains, cars, pay bills, and you know.
Like we really
ain't enough. It still ain't enough.
Between me and him and Baton Rouge, we really put a lot of them little dudes that's relevant in positions, and they overstep their boundaries. Now they coming at us like you know, like, man, in actuality we was trying to capitalize off the little stuff we done. Well, not
no
a lit. Yeah, no contracts or nothing. Just love. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you see yourself staying where you at, or like doing a whole street album?
See, I'm 21. I'm young, man. It's gonna be a little minute for I. You know what I'm saying?
Before you break that mold.
It's possible though, cause he young, but he got an older mind. And he be around older people.
Well, number one, he putting in the work.
I know, but he got the mind to do that.
That's what I mean.
You got a lot of
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
They got a lot of artists that got a big following, but they ain't making the right moves to make the capitalize off. You feel me? Like, you got some people they comfortable with 300,000 followers, 3,000 likes, and getting the DM and buku female.
Yeah. Exactly.
They ain't worried about getting their own YouTube channel and distribution.
The business part of it.
Because they not putting their own money behind themselves. You could tell an artist who really like putting their own money behind themselves because they gonna make sure every move be calculated.
I see why you right here next to me, man. I see you all indulged.
I've been in this
whole
10
thing.
years, man.
10 years. How long have you been in the music industry?
I mean, not that long.
He's
still new. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that because he's making the right move. But this is why, going back to what I said in the beginning, this is why I wanted to do this conversation, because we have so many different people, so many different backgrounds, so many years of experience in the game, that not only are the people watching this being number one entertained, but they're also learning at the same time. He's soaking up game just as much as you soaking up game because, when you're in the game, you always got to keep up with the trend. Unfortunately, even though you have your own trend, you got to know what's going on.
You got to know how to attack the game, but you got to make sure, like, there's so much going on that, sometimes, like, that's why I say the type of music you listen to, it can control your mind, because you might be thinking you want to do this type of music, but you then listen to this type of music. This is what you've been hearing and seeing. As soon as you go in the studio, that's how it gonna come out. That's why the Migos feel like a lot of people copy that. And then in these days of time, like, you got so many talented people that can do that. You feel me? They might go farther than you, but they might not last as long. But they go further than you, and you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I agree 100% with you.
Yeah.
Now here goes my question. For the back of you guys' mind, before you started getting into rapping, you know, who was some of the people that you looked up to? On 3.
you talking about rap or
Rappers as far as a musical standpoint. On 3, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. I want y'all to tell me the first artist that comes to your head. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody.
Jeezy.
Jeezy slow on it.
Jeezy the reason
Man, I listen to everybody. I listen.
I started rapping.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
Why
sit.
Jeezy?
Just cause I used to listen to Jeezy.
I'm used to but not only that, I'm used to listening to locals, man. I'm used to listening to locals from my neighborhood. Yeah, Lil Handy and Boots and all them dudes or whatever.
See, Boosie local to.
No, he ain't local. I'm saying growing up.
I'm saying growing
up.
At that point.
Yeah.
But now when you look at him, you're like.
But we actually knew
Like,
him. We
know him.
A lot of music and knew his.
We probably done heard music.
We
probably done heard music. Y'all ain't get a chance to hear. But then once we start seeing you can be really bigger with it, you know, now here come the Jesus and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna say I was listening to Jay-Z and all them dudes, because I couldn't really understand that shit.
I listened to his music, but I mean...
Nah, but back then...
But I feel as though the reason why, and this is common with Jay-Z, the reason why people struggle with Jay-Z like us when we're young, because we don't understand it.
Yeah, he talking that talk.
He's talking boss talk.
Yeah.
You gotta give Hov his credit.
But that's how people from New York is, though, man. That's how them dudes from New York talk. Like, they really be on some...
Like, the same type of music Ross make, he just make it on the East Coast slang. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You breaking down numbers, you metaphoring your lifestyle in a like a more higher level than a down south. It's the same.
But you done been in New York too, man. Them dudes talk reckless, man. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Man, them dudes be talking. Them dudes talk reckless. So
I think
with Jay rapping about it, we you know, some people have complex, or some people ain't got the heart full off, and it probably don't be that we scared or nothing. It's just that we ain't trying to hear that because we complexed about.
It's just a different culture.
Yeah,
that's all that is. It's different cultures.
But I grew up on all that.
I could tell you have been. Yeah. But when the average person from down south encounters someone from New York, the first thing they say is they're aggressive. When you go to New York and you bump into someone from down south,
we're aggressive.
Oh no, they'll say they're laid back, but they about that.
They gonna start
they gotta run their mouth because that's how the culture is. I do, but I'm saying for the vast majority, right. For someone who just looks at it from a macro point of view, not a micro point of view, just someone in abroad, just like they look at down south people like we slow.
Yeah, they do.
Right, and then that's what I'm saying.
But that's because the way of life for them is different. They move at a fast pace.
They don't think that now, because if you look at it, man, even on the East Coast, they everything they do is Southern based. Like,
but I agree. They might say
even with the music.
Hey, I feel like this though. Yeah, I feel like this. Like we calculate our steps. Like real talk.
I agree with
because they fast like not like with the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? They fast up there, but like being in New York, I hear Future in the club. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear no.
We not talking about every New Yorker, so I don't want y'all.
Nah. The game of music period right now.
Yeah, like we got the style and the swag. They say we slow. They like how we be laid back, chill, slant, and slouch.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
They rap. They just rap.
Hardcore.
And we actually.
Now let's talk about that.
They more like hip hop.
Yeah, we rap, but we rap
more like
about
swag, like lifestyle.
This whole new genre.
Now I think this genre, is it fair enough to just call this trap?
Trap
like that.
Look, they were one of my.
Because is this? Are you gonna classify now the new trap soul? That's Bryson Tiller. I would say that's Bryson Tiller.
This one you ain't heard because this somebody commented under one of my YouTube. They commented like Vix, you a lyrical trap rapper. I like
lyrical trap rap.
Yeah, because you ain't just saying,
I like
drop it in a pipe. You breaking it down like you really giving them a real.
Well, you see the story. You see the story with down south music. You see it with new artists such as Lucci. Lucci, I think, feels as though does a good job painting the music. Right. You see Pee Wee Longway. You see a whole bunch of new artists. You even see Gates. I feel as though Gates is a perfect example of down south music right now.
But Gates studied. Gates studied. Like I literally.
I used to go to the man.
Yeah, like I literally used to
the Thors and
read books
and
like
that's
that.
Good because you really put time into this. You feel me?
Listen, I'm agreeing with y'all.
Yeah, he studied.
A healthy hip-hop.
But now I ain't gonna say like Southern rap he studied. Like I done been around Kevin and he was listening to the battle raps. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had heard that. He putting on that.
You can hear that.
Yeah, like you can he really listen to battle rap. Like man, look at this little brother and play something. I'll be like, man, nobody want to hear this shit, man.
Like people say, all the Atlanta people sound like Louisiana. Y'all sound better.
Oh yeah, we
y'all
talk.
have your own language. I gotta know. I gotta understand the
real
proper
I
way to say it.
I like that little Geechee accent they got out there in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Man.
It sound like they.
I asked somebody that the other night if they
You
get
gotta repeat yourself.
That down there, y'all.
Like Charleston.
Nah, we talk Creole. We Creole.
Charleston closer near you.
We talk Creole.
Nah, I'm talking about how they talk, like Geechee, like that down there, like
No,
the
say if
same
you say I'm finna go, like I'm finna go to the store, they be like, I go to the store.
Hey,
It just sound like they
We complete our words. We gonna complete our sentences and shit.
But I can't front.
But we gonna talk crazy
Y'all be
though.
dragging out the words now.
Yeah, we gotta say it. We calculate our steps. You know what I'm saying? We calculate everything before we say it. You know?
So let's get into the point of music, and I want each of you to tell me 3 words that you feel as though you bring to the music game with your music. Starting with the right side first.
I bring authenticity, real story.
That's 3 words.
Real story.
Real story.
That man play all time game. Nah, man.
And just just energy. You know what I'm saying? So in a nutshell.
You say 3 words. I code of ethics. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Why is that?
Because I actually been through something and I rap about it, but I try to make it fit into the trend. That's what's going on, and I try to actually keep my composure as being set with my own set trend to keep it going, to keep it flowing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I live by, like what I've been through, how I've been through it, what I've seen, but I'm gonna put it in a form where people understand me, where the street niggas understand me, and where the people at school and colleges try to understand me. I'm gonna try to talk as fluent. Like you say, we drag our words, so we trying to let you hear everything. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Real
it.
talk. Like we trying to let you know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We ain't testifying or nothing. We just giving y'all what's going on right now.
Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes they understand lingo, you kind of got to dumb it down for the smarter ones. Like it just makes sense like that in some people's environment when they just listen and they just like to hear your sound.
Some people, I be feeling like this.
Like 21 Savage do it a lot for his whole crowd. He got a whole you feel me? His crowd is so diverse, you know what I'm saying? But he make his music the way you can rip, you know what I'm saying? That's just
where you got understand
that. People be so blinded, bro, to be honest, because I feel like a lot of people take a liking to people's swag and appearance before they actually take a liking to their music nowadays.
That's what it's on right now.
Yeah. Perception is everything.
You can be saying anything right now. Like,
as long as you look a certain type of way. What's the guy's name?
And then beats produce. I'm gonna keep it G.
That's what it is.
Producers need their recognition.
Lil Pump.
I didn't even know.
Nobody knows. I don't know any of his music.
Who?
His name is Lil Pump.
Exactly. I heard it.
I don't know his music, but I know what he looks like because now it's also with social media.
Imagery.
If you
like the standard set so high
and he
now
looks
in the rap game, like back then, you had the T's, Bows, and Reeds, you know. See now it's like all this designer. So if you look like a rapper, you ain't really got to be saying much.
Hey,
you just gotta
we getting on track. Y'all
but look,
messing me up.
Pimp C said it in the interview. Pimp C was like, man, these rappers don't even give you no dialogue at the beginning of their songs or at the end. You know how people, when they get on the song, they rap when they come on, yeah, man, we chilling in the middle of, and then when they go off, yeah, man, I held it down for my partners and woo the woo.
When they do
people
that,
don't do
they're
that no
sitting
more.
down and they're conveying a picture that they want to do. You guys are artists, so it all becomes a theater of the mind at a certain point, and that's what Pimp C was notorious for doing. He was telling you before he went into this story. He was basically narrating to you like, "Yo, I'm sitting down in the room and blah 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 blah."
Man, that play a part. No, that's art.
I feel as though that's art from a down south manner because now if you look at it,
you jump right into a song shaking your ass.
Well, I don't shake nothing now.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm just saying in general. I ain't say you shaking your ass.
Got their own way of, some people
I ain't
be
saying
shy.
you.
Like, some people just rather rap and don't talk.
Yeah,
you got some people that don't know how to do interviews.
Listen, I run into a lot of those.
Yeah. But in the booth, they do them. But outside the booth, you got a lot of artists that shy. Like in public. Like me, I think I gained a lot of my fans off of just being in public and they seeing me, you know what I'm saying? They don't really too much be the music. Like I'd rather my fans to know me and like me than the music gonna fall in place.
I agree.
That's when you
3
build
words.
a core fan base.
Because we got it. We still got have more of these answers out.
Yeah.
3 words to describe what you bring to the game.
Young, real solid.
Young, real solid. I like that one. Why?
That speak for itself. I'm young and real
Solid.
solid.
Yeah,
I felt that. I felt it though. You heard me? He just told you what it was.
Keep it real.
3 words.
Values, morals, and knowledge.
Why?
Because like if you don't learn, then at the end of the day, it's like pointless. Like you, even if you teaching somebody how to dress in your musical, you know, you just let them know. I did a lot of reading, especially in jail. Like what I went to jail for, it just made me more like knowledgeable. Like damn, y'all really locked me up for what I was saying. And then you know I had like I was in like a little drug program. So my sponsor, you know, he just was like, man, if you think about it, you know, they right about, you know, you need to be conscious of what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But I did time for my music, so at the end of the day, shit, I'm letting them know, like, you know, people be thinking like, oh man, them people can't do you nothing. Yeah, they do. They pay attention to it. You know
Yeah, they pay attention to it.
And you guys, I want to make sure to give out this important message. We are not influencing anybody to do anything outside your norm. We're not promoting violence. We just speaking on what gentlemen
Actually went through it.
where we
General,
come
yeah.
from, and you know, we're using that as a platform to get out of our everyday lives.
To avoid. We expressing our mistakes.
And not only that, you take care of business.
Right.
Because as well as you're an artist, you're also now focusing on the business side of things. So, you know, you guys are role models to the listeners. You are role models. Like a lot of people be like, oh, I'm not a role model. No, you are, because you're able to paint a picture for someone.
Influence.
Yo, the judge told me when he played my video in court, he was like, man, you know, you got all these views or whatever, you know, a lot of people look up to you. If I just let you go out the courtroom like they nothing ever happened, then that'll go against everything I stand for. I say, damn. At the end of the day, you still grown at the end of the day.
You still
grown, so you know.
None of us are perfect.
Yeah,
none of us are perfect, but we understand where we want to go with this music game, and I know that this is still just the beginning for all 4 of y'all right now. This is just the beginning, in my opinion. You guys have been through a lot. You guys have made noise. You guys have been blessed to have your music be spreaded throughout the world, and you know, be in Charlotte, North Carolina right now. Now I know Chewy, it's not a far trip for you right now, but you guys, hats off to you, because I'm all in favor and all of support of the hustle, the grind, the ambition, because I gotta go through it on a different platform.
Right.
So, you know, I'm saying this to wrap it up. 92.7 The Block. We appreciate you guys coming by. Hip Hop Conversations. We will be back.
I know that Godspeed Reloaded on the way too, man. Make sure y'all look out for that.
CM3 on the way, man. Restless, man. We working. CMR, man.
Pick the missed calls, y'all go get that, man, with me, Luch, and Moneybag Yo.
And this is what I want to do. 92.7 The Block. Make sure you follow at 927 The Block right now.
You know the 92.7 The Block Studios are lit.